Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently at war with the Calictoran Protectors. This is technically a defensive war, but we are taking over all of their territory here. It looks like we're basically splitting them between us and the Half-Liferin? The Half-Liferin hegemony. I guess we'll go with that. Sure. And that's absolutely fine. We're content with this. Well, we're not content with it yet. We're bombarding in these... Oh, there's a lot here. Okay, we're bombarding in these capital areas, and this is at 3059, and this is at 3115. So that's going to be a bit before we're actually ready to invade these, right? We've got 648 strength here. We are recruiting more, but it'll be a bit. This Forge World requires a job. What do we need here? There is a lot of crime. But we don't currently have any enforcers. So I think for the moment, I'm just going to put in an industrial district. It'll do for now. It's not ideal, definitely. We want to get that crime solved. But for now, without any crime, without any pops that can do that job, it's going to be tough. I think that just means we have too many slaves there. Let's see here. From pops... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we just have too many slaves and not enough of our type of pop. We should really be growing Maloqui. Okay. And we should maybe do that on all of our worlds. Just be like, we are only going to grow Maloqui. I don't really care about the fact that our habitability is not going to be great, because we plan on terraforming all of these worlds eventually. So let's just go through and make sure that we're growing only Maloqui. Anyone else would be slaves and potentially problematic. So we want to do that, but we don't want to grow zombie pops. Actually, we should be growing this limited regeneration one, shouldn't we? That would be better. So we should be going for the limited generation one. Let's just go through these really quickly here. I say really quickly, but it is going to take some time. Okay, you're already set up correctly. There we go. And let's just go through all of these and make sure that this is correct. The assembling pops I don't really care much about. They're going to be slaves no matter what. So that's completely fine. You are already set up as Maloqui, and it's regular Maloqui, which is slightly awkward, but sure. Habitability is going to be a bit of an issue for some of these, but we will change that. So I'm okay with this. Beautiful. So we've got a few more worlds to go through here. We're not currently assembling on some of these worlds, but that's to be expected since we don't necessarily have our zombie center in all of these locations. I can't remember the actual name of it. You're not correct. There we go. Cool. So almost done here, finally. And yes, our habitability is not great on some of those, but there we go. Cool. So there is... That's a Savannah world. That's a continental world. Sure. These are not Gaia worlds, so we're not concerned about that. And of course, we're already settling over here. We're already at war with these guys, so it's completely
Starbase
irrelevant.
Under assault.
Starbase under assault? What? Where? By whom? It must have been up over here. They must have spawned an army. Oh, these guys landed here. We should join in on that. Beautiful. So with them landed and everyone else heading over to Sky Temple, we'll head over there as well. Now, because this is claimed by us, I think that they'll flip it over to us. I hope, anyway. I don't think I would have attacked this early, but there's our mega shipyard site completed. Cool. Can we get that upgrading? What do we need for that? 10,000 alloys. Okay. We definitely want to start building a gateway out here. We are lacking influence for that. Noted. A gateway there is going to be necessary, though, for sure. Do we have a gateway in Edamar? No, we don't. So we have a bunch of gateways that we still need to build. Noted. What are we spending our influence on right now? There is a migration pact. Who is our migration pact with? I wouldn't mind canceling that. Let's see. Diplomacy. I know that's one of these. Where is that these days? I guess it's under, like, species now? No. Contacts. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Cool. So, you know, this is not helpful for us. What we really need to look at right now, and we'll have to go in there in a moment, but what we need to look at here is this. Relations. Okay. Where is our migration treaty? What icon is that? This one? Okay, so these are our 4 migration treaties that we have right now. Honestly, I think it's okay. It should be fine. Let's check in on Celestial Throne. Oh yeah, we're making good progress here. Have we not landed? No, we are on there. We're just not showing up in this, I guess. Where's our army at? It doesn't exist? Oh, it went over here. No. Come to Celestial Throne. I want you to join in on this. Okay, we'll be there in time to help out. Not that they actually need the help, to be clear. But we want to be involved in it in some way. I don't know if that increases our odds of them flipping it over to us. And with us holding the star base, they probably will flip it, right? Or not even flip it, it'll just go to us. Yeah, we can't flip this over to them. So that would be the idea then. We're going to take over this stuff. And there we go, they're now dropping below the combat width. So yeah, this is looking very, very good, of course. And we're at the back here. We're in reserve right now.
Survey complete.
I like it.
Starbase under assault.
So we're going to get a good amount out of this. A good amount indeed. I would like to see them chip through this front line a little faster, but this is not our troops that we're worried about here. So we don't really care what... Okay, this is our unit. They put in our skeletal giant at this point. But that's okay. Our skeletal giant is... he's big. He'll be fine. They're definitely putting in our units at this point rather than their own. I don't love that. Is this our unit that they disengaged there? Yeah, they did. They disengaged our unit there. Cool. So they are getting good disengagements. No doubt about that. And now their gene armies are involved. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. How are we doing at Sky Temple? Only 18% devastation. That does require additional work. But this is free. Celestial Throne is definitely going to be falling here. No doubt about that. Crime continues to be a problem on Ethos Prime. Okay. Ethos Prime. Let's see here. We've been moving a lot of pops onto Ethos Prime. And there's no precinct house here. How are we doing on our volatile motes? +4? We could definitely do better there. For the moment, I'm going to put in a city district here just to unlock a building slot. So that'll be fine. On Celestial Throne, we are about through their back line here. So we'll finally start hitting their front line. Oh, we really should be focusing on the front line, but that is not the way that this actually goes. Actually, they're hitting the front line right now. They're not hitting this backline unit. I like it. That's nice. So I don't think we actually suffered any real losses here, which is good. And that is occupied by us. Beautiful. As expected. So I'm going to enter orbit over Sky Temple. We definitely don't want to do more than enter orbit right now. How are we doing on our upgrades? 70% and 2%. Okay. We're still having trouble getting the minor artifacts that we need, but that's fine. I do want to start moving a construction ship out here. And it's going to be this one. So we're going to head out to Impeltov. Beautiful. We're not going to claim it until after this
Starbase
war
under
is over,
assault.
to be clear. But that is definitely something that we're going to need eventually. So this is down to 2939, and we'll see if they decide to land on this anytime soon. For now, they're bombarding it. They've got 2.6k here. That's regenerating its strength. So for now, this is okay. Cool. So this war is super easy, right? I don't understand why these guys declared it. I think they had no choice. I think these guys colonized a Gaia world and then refused to back down. And then these guys declared on them just because of the way that's what they're programmed to do. I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. But they never had a chance. We could beat them on our own, let alone with these guys. So that's great. I do definitely want to get this construction ship heading over to here. And we'll put in a gateway there as soon as we have the influence for it. Anyway, we're lacking 3 influence for that, so that's going to be like 2-month ticks. Okay, sure. Are we invading over here yet? I mean, not us, but our allies invading here. No, 2800 is probably going to be a bit before they decide to do this invasion. So that's fine. I'm not sure why these guys are just kind of running around here, but whatever. Juggernauts are now available, as well as colossal assembly yards. I'm going to grab this Titan hull points here. Beautiful. And I do want to hop over to our shipyards, and I want to replace our resource silos at this point with colossal assembly yards in all of our shipyard situations. So same thing here, although in this case it would be the transit hub that we would replace. And here it would be the resource silo. And here it would be the resource silo. Okay, cool. So there's all of those going. Beautiful. Now we could start work, in theory, on our mega shipyard framework here. What is the price of alloys? 4.73?
Identified.
Oh, life size. Sure,
under
research
assault.
that. I'm going to buy in 2,500 alloys here. It's not the best price, but that will get us enough to get this gateway site going and the mega shipyard simultaneously. So we would do a gateway site somewhere around here, and then the mega shipyard would be upgrading. Beautiful. So that's going to dramatically increase our output of ships, right? Incredibly dramatically. Not that our alloys can necessarily keep up. Our alloys will require additional work, but that's fine. No rush. We are just building. That's our goal. We just want to build. That's exactly what we're going to do. Are we invading over here? Actually, yes, we are. So we should join in on that. So we'll land there. Beautiful. Pink Idea is making his way through here. They have a lot of reserves, no doubt about it. And this would go faster if we were looking at it from out here, where we don't have to render all of those ships. It's a kind of stupid amount of ships, but it will be more. It'll definitely be more. Wonderful. So, will we lose this clone army? Maybe. Do we care? Not particularly. No disengage. Okay. Losing the skeletal giant would be a little rough, but skeletal giants are really strong, right? Like, incredibly strong. I hope we don't lose it. We're definitely losing clone armies. This guy's not doing a good job of disengaging. A restoration progress. Or rather, a restoration project. Do it.
Situation log revised.
So we need a science trip to do this? Do it. Okay, so we queued that up. Fantastic.
Special project actualized.
Reversing. Oh, it's already done. Okay, that's a lot of society research, and plus 6 society research overall. Cool. I wanted to grab the actual planet here. It did not open. There we go. So we're keeping an eye on our skeletal giant, who is currently taking all of the punishment. Please disengage him. Nope. So much for a skeletal giant. Okay. Well, Bright Vision was the one in charge now, and Bright Vision, you have failed us. No doubt about that. He's doing a very bad job of disengagements. Very bad indeed. Wow. Such a bad job of disengage. Okay. That's definitely
inquiry.
exciting. A non-aggression pact with the Ibrak Blessed Mandate. We definitely agree to that. These guys are the most powerful in the galaxy right now. Although we have caught up to them in economy, and we're catching up to them technologically. So that's good to know. I'm actually surprised we've caught up to them economically. That's very surprising. Wow, okay. I mean, I'll take it.
Future market
But that's
survey
definitely
complete.
surprising. So how are we doing on our invasion here? The answer is yikes. Disengagements are going very poorly indeed. Now our troops are not very strong, and we know this. We only have these 3 units left at this point. We have had these 3 disengage, but we've gotten mauled here. All because our general is doing a very poor job. Very poor indeed. Well, we'll see if we get a disengage here. It would be nice. We really should be softening them up with the Gene Warriors first, but whatever. That did actually disengage. So that's nice. We are definitely through their
actualized.
front line now. We're hitting their back line somewhat, but we're mostly hitting the front line here. Yeah, that's actually really good. Now we're hitting their back line. Okay. I don't love hitting their back line here, but it's okay. As long as we're still taking out front line, this is good. Ooh, we're barely damaging
Good
this army.
business is where you find it.
Barely hitting the front line right now. But they're not hitting our clone units, so I guess it's okay. Sure. Yeah, looks fine. We're just wiping up their disengage line at this point. We are done with some research here, and we should probably do that. Dark matter reactors? Definitely. I guess we can work on some of these as kind of rerolls. They're all kind of mediocre. We'll grab Amoeba Flagella for now. Cool. So it does look like we're not going to lose all of our troops here anyway. That's a good sign. Cool. And morale is broken here, so they're doing basically no damage now. And reinforcements show up. What a time for reinforcements. Okay. They're fully occupied, right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So actually, these guys didn't take these locations. Fascinating. That guarantees us access to everything here. I don't know why they didn't take those. I guess they just didn't want to make claims. So we get gains out of it, and no one else does. I love it. That's really, really good. We're going to hop over to Edamar for right now. Well, actually, there's our Science Nexus hub. Beautiful. So our Science Nexus hub is going to start generating us some science, right? And we have 2 Science Nexuses. That's a kind of big deal. So we're going to get a big, big tech boost out of that. No doubt about that one. We are going to lack the influence to make claims out over here. For a bit. We're only gaining 1 influence per month right now. Our power projection isn't great. Oh, wow, look at that naval cap. Actually, what is the... Yeah, that would do it. This world is basically empty. So I'm going to put in a gene clinic and a corporate culture site. And a, not a Ministry of Production, but a posthumous employment center for right now. This world is basically pre-set up for us. We'll probably leave it largely as it is, although we're going to have a pretty major stability issue here. No doubt about that. We're growing Maloqui here, and we should definitely be doing the same here. Okay. Now, we can start terraforming these over. We can't terraform into Gaia worlds, but we could terraform at this point into desert worlds, which we spawn on desert, right? Yeah, that's a desert world. So that's a theoretical possibility. We've also got Sky Temple over here, which I completely forgot about. This is set up as a mining world right now. We can repair our Class 4 Singularity and our Autoforge here. That sounds good to me. This is a big economic boost for us, by the way, taking these. And I would love to put in... a moat harvesting trap would be nice. The crime is going to be an issue, but we'll see. We'll see how big of an issue it is. That is indeed an outrage. One pop departs, and we lose 10 influence. Okay, that does hurt. A fair amount. A fair amount indeed. Yeah, we're consuming a lot of influence right now. No doubt about that. Power projection would be good, though. So we currently have 1135 for our naval cap. We can boost up our ship sizes here. So I want to take this up to 64 for right now. And I kind of want to start increasing some of these. Can we get additional Titans? We can. We can have 6 Titans now. So we really should instead be at... Well, I'll put it here for now. We'll add in a Titan and see what we can do. So we add in a Titan, and we get 58. Okay. I think that's good. So then these will go up to 58, like so. Beautiful. And this one as well. Cool. So we need 85,000 alloys to get that fully built, but we're well within our naval cap, so I think we do it. Do we have an edict to reduce ship construction cost? That's ship starting experience and build speed, but it is not construction cost. Okay. What else might we want to do here? Well, we do have too many starbases. Getting rid of starbases would not be a bad idea. This station, it's fine, but it's not strictly speaking necessary against the protectors. So I'm going to downgrade both of these stations, and we'll call that good for our station cap. Now we're at minus 57 unity right now. Edicts are a big part of that. So what do we have going on for our edicts right now? Capacity subsidies. Can we drop our capacity subsidies? 50% technician output is tough, though. I mean, there's also mining subsidies that I'd love to run. Yeah. We actually could afford to drop that, I think.
Research actualized.
We'll see. We'll see what happens on this month tick. Naval cap plus 20. Not like that, strictly speaking, necessary. What is a devolving beam? Is that... Oh, that's a planet killer component. Okay. A mind-wiping cannon. Is that new? I don't recall seeing that before. Returns them to a pre-sapient state. That's actually pretty neat. I don't think we'll grab that immediately. I would like to grab the Alien Zoo for now. And then I want to check in on Beryllian 1. Okay, where is this? Oh, that's off over here. Right. That's got a sky dome. Okay, so we'll put in the Posthumous Employment Center, we'll put in a gene clinic, and we'll put in a corporate culture site for now. And then we've got Keenus Prime over here, which is, of course, the holy world that we just took over. So we'll do the same thing. A corporate culture site, we will put in a gene clinic, and a Posthumous Employment Center eventually, but actually a moat harvesting trap is pretty decent here. Sure, we'll do that for now. And jobs-wise, we don't really need anything else for the moment.
Upscaling complete.
Cool. So we're definitely going to be able to get a couple of additional colonies out over here. 4, to be precise. Very solid. We still have an alloy deficit. No doubt about that. That gateway site's being worked on. I do want to continue to reinforce our fleets, but I want to check in here real quick. How are we doing on these upgrades? 83 and 11? So we've still got a lot of minor artifacts to work on there. Okay. Starbase cap would not be bad. That is our first repeatable tech, but that's fine. We're going to get dark matter reactors, and dark matter isn't a problem for us to get, so no real issue there. There's also walled garden over here that I would love to colonize. And we're going to do so with, I believe, these guys. Yes. So I wonder if the Calictoran protectors are going to get upset about that. They do have a 100k fleet there, but I don't care. The answer is I don't care about that. So if they get upset, fine. No worries. Now, do we want to start doing terraformation? So we've got worlds like this one, that's a savanna world, that we can terraform over into a desert world. That'll cost 2,000. I think we do get started on these. So we just make our way through here and get these going. Some of them will be more expensive than others. Like that one being 5,000. And that one being 5,000. So we're basically out of energy credits at this time. But we can sell off some materials. Something along the lines of that. That puts us at 25,000. Are you currently terraforming? Okay, there we go. So we'll get you going to a desert world. We can get a few of these going. No valid world to terraform into is a Gaia. Right. This is a continental, so we'll make that into a desert. This is a pre-sapient policy issue here. Okay, so we would need to change our pre-sapient policy. Over to tolerated. Now we can terraform that into a desert world. Cool. This becomes a desert world. A Streakian Prime would become a desert world, but we can't afford it. So we're going to wait here for a bit. We'll be on a Streakian Prime, so that's
Outlier
fine.
identified.
Sure, research that. It'll take 600 days, but I don't care. That's completely and totally fine. Now, if we were to hit this button, we would need 3,712 minor artifacts. We're making 11 per month. We are going negative in volatile motes, but we have constructions that should fix that. So that's okay for now. And we do have quite a number of worlds here that we want to work on. Tundra, Tundra, Gaia, Gaia. Okay. Cool. So for the time being, that seems reasonably fine. I'm mostly okay with what we've got going on here. Now, we don't need to upgrade any of these, although we will need to once we finish up dark matter reactors and deflectors. We do not have any additional dark matter research to do up here. Okay. And of course, we're just kind of stuck on our influence for right now. We should probably get rid of some of these migration pacts. I think everything else there is important. But I do think that getting rid of our migration pacts is something that we should do. So, if we come in here and we go to these guys, we can break our migration treaty. There we go. We don't actually object to it, for the record. The only reason we're breaking the migration treaty is because we want the influence. So, same thing here. We'll break that migration treaty, and then we will break this migration treaty. And then we will break this migration treaty. Cool. Now, we probably want to improve relations with these guys. Or no, wait. This is not these guys. I mean, it's still fine, I suppose. For some reason, I was thinking these guys were those robots. But no, they're not. Okay. Interesting that they're belligerent towards us, but yet they have a defensive pact. I guess they're more threatened by others, so that's fine. So that'll boost up our influence gain by a good amount here. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to work on colonizing these areas over here, getting our new area under our thumb, and building our fleets back up. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.